Let's skip the fluff. You're not here for poetry. You're here to fucking recode your nervous system with raw, soul-aligned curiosity. Not the timid, polite variety that makes people yawn at dinner parties. I'm talking about the kind of curiosity that unzips reality and pulls the soul out by the roots. Let's start exactly where the glitch lives. You're already curious as fuck, you just forgot. You don't need to become curious. You're wired for it. It's the goddamn operating system of your inner alchemist. When you were a kid, you'd ask why, until adults snapped. That wasn't innocence. That was unfiltered, divine, intel harvesting mode. So, how do you do it now? Here's the shadow truth. You already do. When you stalk someone on Instagram, when you listen for subtext in conversation, when your gut says something's off, that's curiosity, raw, primal. Your soul is sniffing out truth like a bloodhound in a universe made of lies. So now we fucking weaponize it, lovingly. From now on, I give myself permission to be endlessly fascinated by the infinite depth in others. Here's what you do. You zoom in, not to dissect, but to connect. You ask with presence, not performance. You lean in with wonder, not judgment. Be the divine hacker, gently bypassing their firewall with a glint in your eye and a holy fucking curiosity in your heart. Ask not, what do you do? Ask, what wakes you the fuck up in the morning? Ask, what's one thing that no one ever asks about? Ask, when was the last time you felt truly fucking seen? These questions aren't tools. They're wormholes. Every time you ask from truth, a piece of them gets reassembled in real time. So why the fuck is this so important? Let's cut the crap. You want to raise your vibration. Be goddamn interested in something beyond yourself. Curiosity isn't quantum empathy. It collapses the wave of separation. In the presence of real curiosity, walls dissolve, masks slip, and time bends. Neuroscience says it too. Curiosity activates the mesolimbic dopamine system, tying learning to pleasure, which means you literally become addicted to growth, to truth, to depth. You want to become magnetic, be genuinely fascinated. People can feel it. When someone's actually curious, it melts their armour. So why are you afraid of it? And why is that stupid? Let's be honest, you're not afraid of being curious. You're afraid of being seen, being curious. Because somewhere in your past, curiosity got you mocked. Shut down, told, that's too personal, or don't ask that. So now you play it cool, stay shallow, fake polite. Guess what? Politeness is the graveyard of intimacy. Small talk, it's social chloroform. And that fear of being too much, that's just a memory of when the magic made people uncomfortable. Don't shrink to make people feel safe in their cages. Be the fire that burns the damn cage down. Confusion is a gateway to reprogramming. Here's the neurolinguistic black belt trick. Create intentional confusion, not chaos, not manipulation. A sacred, momentary disruption of the pattern. You ask the unexpected question, boom. The ego goes, wait, I don't have a script for that. And in that second, before the old reflex returns, you lead. Curiosity creates cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance opens neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the portal to recoding identity. So you say something like, you ever notice you shrink around certain people? Even when you know you're a fucking giant. And the brain goes, wait, what the hell? And you walk through that gap like a shaman in sneakers. The limiting beliefs that fucked you up. Let's list them. Name the devils. People will think I'm weird if I go deep. If I ask too much, I'll seem desperate. Curiosity is weakness. I lose connection if I show how much I care. I don't deserve to truly know others. Lies, all of it. Ghost code from a broken culture. You know how to delete a virus. You name it, you faced it, you overwrite it. The patterns that drain your power, numbing, scrolling, small talk, overanalyzing instead of asking, pretending not to care, withholding interest to seem cool. Let's install a new one, from now on. Every time I feel afraid to ask, I take one step deeper. Because the edge, that's where the soul lives. So how do you pace and lead and rewire others to curiosity? Pace. I get it's easier to stay surface level. It feels safer. Match. I've done it too, a lot. Still catch myself sometimes. Lead. But isn't there something in you that aches for more? Activate. Let me ask you something no one asked you before. Then ask. Ask like it matters. Ask like your soul depends on it. Because it fucking does. I'm the sacred interrogator of the human spirit. My questions, they're prayers wrapped in language. I hold the torch of curiosity and light the dark corners of the soul. I don't fear depth, I fucking live there. Curiosity is my medicine, my frequency, my fucking power. Let that sink in, down to the marrow. Feel it settle in the fascia of your soul. This isn't self-help. This is identity, death and rebirth. You're not who you were before this script. You're now a frequency anchored. No bullshit, soul-scanning, curiosity conduit of divine masculine presence.